Boom. What's happening, everybody? Boom, boom, boom. We are live. It is a little early once again because I got to get out to an event that starts at 5. So I've got about 10 or 15 minutes to kind of share with you a little bit around what's happening here at inHarmony. And as you can see from the show notes below, above, wherever they appear, we've got a lot to cover. I am exhausted. I am just back from 5 days in Miami, really 5.5 with flights and everything else. And we had an amazing show. This was one of those conferences that just shifts and changes everything. inHarmony has been doing some pretty incredible things in the psychedelic research space, in the psychedelic therapy space. And this is something that really excites me for a variety of different reasons. First of all, for the advancements that our tech is supporting for treatment resistant depression, treatment resistant anxiety, and for a lot of folks out there that have tried everything and are finding success in our technology and in psychedelic therapy, and sometimes when they're used together and sometimes when they're used separately. This past weekend was super powerful for me. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday was Wonderland Conference, which is the largest gathering of psychedelic researchers in the United States that I know of. Anybody was there. We had folks that were there on the front end, on the therapeutic side. We had folks that were there that were teaching and training new therapists, which is a very important part of this work. We had people that were there on the regulatory side of things, working with the FDA, rescheduling and working through how we can get these different substances into clinical research. And of course, and most importantly, I saved the last as the most important, and that is I was personally there supporting a company called Entheo Digital, and they have a product called SoundSelf. Lyle Maxon, Robin Arnott, and their entire team sponsored the event. And they have a digital therapeutic that utilizes inHarmony technology as part of what they're doing. Many of our affiliates and users are actually involved in their beta. They're running a closed beta right now, specifically with practitioners, so that they can collect as much data as they can. They've already completed 3 pilot studies with remarkable results. They're in the process of completing 3 clinical trials right now. And in essence, their product is a digital therapeutic. They're using sound, light, vibration, and a feedback loop of which you're toning into this piece of software, which is reverberating back to you your own tone as a previous recording that you're then harmonizing with. That's not only coming back through the ears, but it's also coming back through the practitioner. And you're basically laying in a cocoon of your own tone. The software itself is magic. What's remarkable is these studies are showing the same outcomes with a digital therapeutic as you would have using the entheogen, using the psychedelic or part of that psychedelic for the psychedelic research. So this is hands down some of the most amazing research. I geek out on this. And most importantly, the results that are coming back are fantastic. Hats off to Lyle, to Robin, to Sandeep and William and Jesse and Danny, and really the entire team that was there. They did incredible. They are pushing forward with VR. They're pushing forward with their software and their lights. They have so many different initiatives. If you're interested in learning more, drop a comment, shoot me a message, say hello. I'd be happy to put you in touch with Robin or Lyle. They're in the process of doing a capital raise. So if you're interested in investing in this kind of thing, if you're interested in being involved in this kind of thing, I am just smitten with this group. I got to fly in and be a part of their show and kind of be a fly on the wall. And then, of course, support what they're doing at the conference and at the event as well. This was something that was very, very special and near and dear to my heart. Psychedelic research is something that I'm very interested in personally. And to have our technology sitting at the forefront of this research, this is really exciting for me. So for those, why this is even more exciting is because many of you that are watching this live, that are in our community, that are staying connected and in contact with us, are interested in this research too. And maybe some of you are learning about our tech's potential in this space, right now, and this might be something that you want to get involved in. So a while back, we actually did a Zoom call where Lyle and Robin came on and kind of talked a little bit about what they were doing and how they were doing it, and a lot of you jumped on board to be a part of their pilot study, or rather their closed beta. So this is something that's very exciting to me, and again, just super stoked to be back. Last night was a travel day. I got in at 12:30 in the morning, and it's just always challenging traveling across the country. But nonetheless, this is something that's really, really, really exciting. Yesterday morning, while I was in Miami, we also hosted our third inHarmony affiliate Zoom. These Zooms are phenomenal. If you're interested in becoming an affiliate, if you're interested in representing what we do in your local community, if you're interested in getting on our website and getting into our inHarmony locator, those are all affiliates of our program. Participation in the program is free from a dollars perspective. The only expense and the way that you actually participate is actually pay for it, rather, is through your participation. So being in a Telegram group, staying up to date with what we're doing, watching videos like this, hopping on a Zoom with us for an hour once a month just to ask questions and get the skinny and the download on exactly what's happening, where we're going, what we're doing. And it's a really phenomenal group of about 300, just over 300 affiliates and growing. So if you're an influencer, if you're finding us on Instagram, if you're finding us on Facebook or YouTube, and you're interested in learning more about what we do, I welcome you to fill out the application on our website, inharmony.com. I can put that up. Look for the Become Affiliate link. And that's right there, inharmony.com. Look for the affiliate link in the top right corner, and fill out that application, follow the instructions, and you can join. Look, a lot of people actually apply and don't follow the instructions. So I will tell you that you are emailed instructions. Instructions come up on the screen. Follow those instructions, and you can be a part of our affiliate group. It's remarkable to me, actually, how many times I see an application come through the back, but they don't follow the application. Either get in the Telegram group, send me a text, introduce themselves, let me know how they found us. Whatever it is, it's relatively simple. It's a free program, and all I do is ask you to do a couple things to be a part of the action and what we've got going on. I'm big on relationships. I'm big on knowing who's representing our brand in each community, in each market. We got a lot of opportunities to collaborate, a lot of opportunities to support one another, and that personal relationship for our affiliate network is something that's very important to me. It's something that is absolutely going to be part of this program moving forward, and something that is going to stay for a while. So this is really where I want to focus a lot of my time and attention, is working with our affiliates in each local market, making sure they're educated, making sure they're hosting great events, making sure they're representing our brand in a very positive light. And this is something that's, again, just very, very important to me. So cruise over to inharmony.com, look for Become an Affiliate in the menu, and fill out that form. We've got big things happening with inventory right now, just like last week. We've got lots of momentum and lots of action right now. 30 sound lounges are in production. 15 practitioners are in production. I expect to have an update on that later this week. We will probably have them delivered this week, and that makes them available to be shipped next week. Our goal is to get that out before Thanksgiving, before the holidays, and to get that all rolling. So there's a lot that's happening from a production perspective. I do have 4 practitioners in stock right now. We have pre-sold 4 or 5 sound lounges. I'm expecting another 6 or 10 to be pre-sold in the next week. So a lot of interest in our sound lounge in particular. If you're interested in that product, I highly recommend you make your purchase and get in line. We ship first in, first out. And it certainly looks like by the holiday weekend, we could be deep into our next order as well, which is already on the horizon, which is already being worked on. And we're already collecting all the things that we need in order to do that. So I think we have a long enough runway to finish off the year strong. We might need to place another order sooner than later. So all of these things are things, all of these concepts and all of these analytics we're looking at on a regular basis, so that we can make sure we're serving our community, which is growing and growing and growing. And we are super grateful for that. Meditation cushions are in stock. We do have more that are waiting to clear customs. We do have another container that's on its way. So there's a lot of really exciting things that are happening with our meditation cushions as well. More than enough inventory to push through, a ton of interest in that as well. I've got a few people that I'm talking to that are buying 2, 3, 4, 5 different orders full of meditation cushions. So there's a lot of interest right now. We are super grateful for what's happening and really just happy to be here, to be able to push forward and to be able to strive in the way that we are right now. We did run into a little bit of a shipping snafu with our sound lounges. I alluded to this last week, and we were finally able to really unpack it and figure it out. So the box that the sound lounge ships in is 40 inches by 30 inches by 30 inches. That box has been dinged by FedEx to exceed their requirements. It's something like 160 cubic inches. The only reason that box goes bigger than 160 cubic inches is if somebody from FedEx dents the box, which is actually something that if you've received a sound lounge, you know that these boxes really go through it while they're being shipped. It's certainly on the larger side of the boxes that FedEx ships on a regular basis, both for weight and cubic inches. And in hindsight, we got hit with 4 fees between $1,000 and $1,600 each to ship what typically costs us a couple $100s to ship. So it was a major upcharge. It changed things dramatically for us. And we're now in the process of making custom boxes that are going to fit well within where that is. We were using custom boxes for a long time. Ultimately, it was a 3 or 4 week lead time, and that got to be too much for us to manage with everything else, all the other moving parts in the supply chain. So we started using these bigger boxes, which certainly got the job done. But anyhow, a little bit of apprehension and a little bit of hesitation for us to ship sound lounges right now, but we're out of stock anyway. So all of that's in production. By the time those sound lounges come back into inventory, we'll be ready to ship. We'll be ready to get them out, and we'll be ready to get them going. We've got a lot happening from a PR perspective, a lot happening from a press perspective. We've got some great coverage with our press release that we just put out last Tuesday, the 3rd. I can't believe it's only been 1 week since that press release went out. It feels like so much has happened. Of course, I was at Wonderland, but we got a lot of great press. We were pushed out onto Yahoo Finance. We were pushed out on the KTLA. We were pushed out on Fox, NBC, MSNBC, CNBC. I can't even tell you how many different outlets that our press release went out to, and we are super excited about what this means and super excited about some of the talk shows that are reaching out right now, the podcasts that we're getting scheduled. There's a lot of really good stuff happening. We just completely overhauled our blog as well. So you'll find a completely re-engineered blog. You'll also find a completely redesigned science and research page. So there's a lot of stuff that we're doing on the back end to make sure that we get this. I did vote today, so that's a good thing. I hope each and every one of you are getting out and voting here in the United States as well. So there's a lot of really good stuff that's happening in and around inHarmony, and it all revolves around each and every one of you. Thank you for taking some time to watch. Thank you for taking some time to be with us here live. Do me a favor and please leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what piece of technology you have. And I very much look forward to seeing you again soon. I hope you have a wonderful